we have a good relationship. He's not just the deputy speaker, he's actually my younger brother. And this relationship didn't start with politics, but in my previous life. So you will find that this is the second time that he has come out publicly to berate the administration and myself. But I think I want to forgive him. So do I feel threatened? Absolutely no. But then, people are different. I guess what happened was that he was a bit terrified with the kind of, because he was there in Aba, like you rightly mentioned. I think he was terrified with the kind of organic show of love that Aba people showed. And it was just not in Aba, but also in Omaya. Um, I think it has a few challenges. One of them is what is described as hubris. And closely related to that challenge is also what I would, for want of a better word, describe as information um, deficiency syndrome, where you are supposed to be in a place where you have information, but you don't have the real information. And I say this because sometimes when I see him describe himself as number six, I say, okay, maybe there's a change. And I may not know. But according to the Protocol Act of Bill of 2000, the number six man should be the Deputy Senate President. But if you take out the Chief Justice of the Federation, then the Deputy Speaker can be number six. But except if it has changed, I may not know. But that's a little part of the issue. If, as a Deputy Speaker, you want to speak about, and I want to also thank all the people that have responded, because if you notice, the first time he did a video, earlier in the year or late last year, I was taken up here and I said I had no response. The only response I gave was that I don't have the anointing to speak about what will happen in 2027 by 2025. And I still maintain that I do not have that anointing. So I have a mandate, and that mandate runs till 2027. So that if somebody can stand up and say, this is what will happen in 2027, who am I to question him? But there are a few things that I know. I know that power belongs to God. And I know He gives it to who He wants. Those, I can assure you, I know. And like I told them the other day in a church service, I also know about what is written in Lamentations. We say that we should not speak when the Lord has not spoken. I'm saying it because we're all Christians. So it would be sad if somebody comes out and says that the state government receives 38 to 40 billion. Whatever you say should be taken very, very seriously if you are number six. Okay, so those who know better have shown that we receive just about half of that. And enough for me to argue. When you also say that we have spent the APSEED funds, when you were the one that started to give the approval a few weeks ago, so we should know how some of these things happen. So for me, um, I think people should focus on the jobs that they have been given. I hear he wants to run for governorship in 2027. That's fine. It is his fundamental human right. Nobody should stop it. But again, we must respect the law. If INEC releases the timetable and says this is the time that campaign starts, if you start campaigning before then, you put yourself in harm's way. You can even be disqualified before the election. So when you gather people and you are telling them you are going to take over the state in 2027, you are campaigning. It's not right. So I will plead with him that if he wants to run for election, he should hold his fire. Once and blows the whistle, he should go and pick up a form and begin to campaign. It's for other people to decide who will be their governor. Okay, so it's also important that the APC is talking about, which has leadership, should know that they are being demarketed in other states. But I call on our people to still hold their peace and be calm. We have managed in the last 2 years plus to keep this place peaceful. We should continue to maintain the peace. I've heard that some people are around you. But why you must take over the state, they will write results. The only advice I have to them for them is that if they truly want to write results, they should write something else before that time. You know what it is? Their will. Because this is our state, nobody can intimidate us. But having said that, am I threatened? Absolutely no. Do I bother about that? Absolutely no. But I want us to maintain peace and decorum. Okay?